It's a beautiful day on Horse HI2, Legend of the S-Rose. To help you get started, let's take a quick tour of Welcome Isle. This signpost could be useful. Let's click on it and see what it says. You can see that when I hovered my mouse over it, the border turned blue. That indicates that it was selected and ready for me to interact with it. In this case, I'm going to interact with it by reading it. If it were a tree, for instance, I might be able to pick the fruit. In this case, though, the only thing I can pick up is a tip to look for Mr. Welcomer. You can see that on the mini-map in the right-hand corner, there are several areas marked in black. That's the way that the mini-map indicates buildings. Mr. Welcomer is probably down that-a-way, so let's check it out. As I move along, you can see that the small flashing blue dot on the mini-map is moving too. The dot indicates where I am on the aisle. Other players, if they were around, would be indicated with a red dot. Here we are at the cabin. By clicking on the mailbox, we can find that this is the Welcomer residence. And by clicking on the sign, we can find out more about who lives here. Let's go inside and investigate. We have two ways to interact with non-player characters, or NPCs. We can talk to them, or we can look at them. Looking at most NPCs will give us more information about them, also in the right chat. Since we found out that this is Mr. Welcomer, let's see what he has to say. Well, we've got places to be and things to do. Let's find out how to get off the aisle. Yep, we're a little bit on the broke side. Let's see if Mr. Welcomer has any hints. Maybe Mr. Welcomer has something that we can do. Alright, 3 coconuts. That doesn't seem too hard. Let's go. No, look. Underneath the chat riddle, we can see that there's a tip. We just got a hint about how to navigate the world so that we can complete this quest. Let's go get those coconuts. Here we are at a palm tree. Again, just like I did with the sign, I'm going to hover my mouse over the palm tree and select it. The border will turn blue, and then I can click Shake, Shake, and Shake. That's 3 coconuts. Let's take them back to Mr. Welcomer. Here they are. Alright, well, while he's making that pie, let's go find his daughter. Mr. Welcomer said that she was located in a forest northwest of here. The darker area on the mini-map is indicating the forest. Let's head on over. Now, in case I wanted to walk and type at the same time, I could just click on the direction that I wanted to go on the compass. This is similar to a cruise control. My character will keep walking until he runs into something or until I click the red button in the middle to stop. By using this cruise control, we can easily navigate the aisle and talk at the same time. Here's a campfire and here's a little girl. Let's just double check and make sure that she is indeed Wanderlass. Again, we're just going to look at her. Now let's let her know that dinner's going to be ready soon. Oh, that seemed to cheer her up pretty quickly. While she's getting her horse, let's head back and let Mr. Welcomer know that she's on her way. Man, you think you're done. Well, this shouldn't be too hard. Mr. Welcomer just gave us a rake so that we can go find his key. He said it was on the eastern side of the aisle. Here we go. Grove of dead trees. There are two ways to use a tool in Horse Aisle 2. One of them, as we found out in the tip, was by clicking Tools on the button bar. The other is by using keyboard shortcuts. In the Firefox browser on a PC, the keyboard shortcut for the rake is Shift F4. And here's the key. Let's take it back to Mr. Welcomer. Oh, well, this is nice. Just in case we'd had trouble finding the grove of trees, Mr. Welcomer was ready to give us a hint. A lot of non-player characters in this game are happy to help you complete their quests. They'll often be able to give you a hint. And, well done. We've just completed our first quest.